What is up, guys? I'm BCG and we are back with some more Naruto online, and today we're gonna be doing not a review but more, we're gonna look at the nerfs and the buffs of the Earth main and see what they changed, and I'll give you my opinion on it. If you guys want me to do a review of each main character, just like I do with my review characters, when I review the characters, you know, show the abilities, talk about, you know, show their stats and show them in arena and all that good stuff, let me know in the comment section below. And if you haven't joined my Discord, the link will be in the description to join the Discord. If you guys want me to do more videos like this one that I'm about to do right now, like send me links to the forums and to cover certain stuff. If you guys want me to cover it, just send me the link, come to my Discord, send me the link, and then I can just, you know, do more videos like I'm about to do right now. So we're going to take a look at the Earth main abilities that got changed, and I am going to be doing it for each other main as well. So let's do this. We're going to start with his Crimson Fist. Wait, Crimson's Fist is not that. Crimson's Fist is the punch, right? What the heck? Why is it called Crimson Fist? Oh no, that's called Stone Fist. I don't know. His name wrong. Okay, I see it now. Crimson Fist is him. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. We're gonna start with his mystery. Before, he used to cause ninjutsu and taijutsu damage to up to up to 4 units of the opponent's field, cause a selected unit to suffer from knockdown, generates a shield for this unit based on 20% of this unit's resistance based attribute. So he hits somebody, or he hits up to 4 people, do a lot of damage, and then he gets a 20% shield. This used to be stronger, but they nerfed it, and now it's getting changed. Let's see what the new ability does. Cause ninjutsu and taijutsu damage to up to 4 units of the opponent's units. Let me read it. Cause ninjutsu and taijutsu damage to up to 4 units of the opponent's units and the selected opponent unit. What's up with all these units, man? Unit to suffer from knockdown. All units in your lineup will have a shield based on 30% of this unit's resistance. Okay, so now instead of him getting a shield, he gets everybody else's shield that's on your team, on your lineup, by 30%. So it's actually buff. So this is a buff. So because you give shields to everybody else and you give a bigger shield, like 10% more shield than what you used to do. So that I like already. And basically all you guys know that the Earth main is my favorite main characters in this game. To see some buffs, I love it. His second ability, or no, it's actually his second mystery, another mystery. Deep Forest Wall generates a shield based on 50% of this unit's resistance base attribute on a selected unit. Will also gain 40% chakra. I use this a lot, especially on my Rock Lee team, my not Great Ninja Warrior, 8 Gates Lee team. So it's pretty good. I actually liked it. I just wish it took off debuffs. It would be a lot better. But let's see what the new thing is now. Generates a shield based on 50% of this unit's resistance based attribute to a selected unit on the same column as this unit. The player will also obtain 20 chakra points for each unit in the same column as this unit. So basically they're saying, I don't know what they're meaning by column. Is they talking about like this way, or are they talking about like, let me see something, this way? Like if they're talking about in a straight line going down, or is they talking about a straight line going this way in a column? You guys can let me know which way they're talking about, but I'm thinking they're talking about this way, because if they are, this will go great with the Rock Lee team I used to use. I'm gonna put it back. I was just testing out this team, and this team is trash. It didn't work. But so let me just change it real quick. So if they're talking about a column like this, and I could give, what did it say? Generates a shield based on the unit's resistance to the selected unit, and then for 20 chakra for each, so 20, 40, 60 chakra instead of 40 chakra it used to be. But it's pretty good. It's a buff, but you have to have them in the same row. So if you have it like this, you get around the same amount. You only have one person. You only get, so most of the time you'll have somebody in the same row. You'll always get at least 40 if you have somebody. But if you want 60, you have to have 3 people. So I think it's a buff. It can be a buff or a nerf, but I think it's a buff. So it's pretty good. I just don't know what they mean by which column is it. Straight line going across or going down, but I think it's going down. But I think that's what they're meaning. All right, next ability. All right, before generates a shield to up to 2 ninjas from your team with the least life based on 20% of this unit's base attribute. Yeah, so 20% shield to the least life character on your team. It really helps keep them alive. That's what makes Earthmain really good. Now it does generate a shield based on 10% of this unit's resistance attribute to up to 2 ninjas with the least life in your lineup. There is a given chance that these shields may be based 20% of this unit. So it's basically a nerf. You have now is a chance of getting 20% instead of you just automatically giving 20% now. So it's a little nerf to the Earthmain's shield. I can see a little bit why it's getting nerfed because they buffed up the other shield, but this is one of the main abilities that made Earthmain, except for, you know, Steel Body, that made Earthmain, that he can just keep giving shields to everybody. Since they nerfed the shield a little bit and he has to have a higher chance of doing it now to give it 20%. Can't make some of your characters not as tanky anymore, but at least he still gives a shield. Just put more resistance. Just put more resistance power into your Earthmain to make it a little bit stronger, I guess. Next is one of his abilities: cause earth and water attribute damage to the opponent unit in the front row and cause low flow and immobile. I love this ability. It works great with a shield. I don't know why they didn't put it actually in the text, but if you have a shield, you can do damage. I didn't know it did earth and water damage, but you do earth and water damage. That's probably why it did so much damage when I usually use it. It causes low flow and immobiles. That's a great ability. Let's see what they changed it to now. But if this user is surrounded by a shield, its standard attack will be changed to attack an opponent unit and cause earth and water attribute damage to the affected unit. Will suffer from low flow and immobile. The skill never misses. What I have seen, and I'm gonna try to catch it on camera one day and say it, but he been using his ability and hitting people in the back row. It didn't say if this is, let me see, attacks the opponent unit and cause, yeah, it doesn't say attack the front row. So I've been hitting people that's in the back row. I don't know if it's random now or if it attacks the least life, but I was doing the new survival trial and I hit a Sailor Sakura in the back row with that ability, or that standard attack, and she had people in front of her, and then I don't know, it could have been like a little glitch that didn't fix it, or he can attack around opponent, or he can attack the least life opponent. But I had attacked somebody in the back row. I'm gonna try to test it out more to confirm it, but they're not mentioning it here. It just says attack the opponent unit and cause the damage, earth and attribute damage. It doesn't say anything about attacking the front row like the first one does. So if it is, that can be a little buff if it's attack the least life. If it's attack the least life, oh my god, this is definitely a good buff. You can get that person out and keep them immobile. The person with the least life, instead of hitting clones all the freaking time. But it has a chance of hitting clones because clones have the least life if they're on the field, though. Alright, next ability. Boulder Jutsu. At the beginning of battle, generates a shield for all of your team units based on 50% of each unit's resistance based attribute. Wait, based on 50% of each unit? So it ain't, you don't get It depends on that person's resistance. That's how much. That's how it used to be, I guess. Whatever. At the beginning of battle, generates a shield based on 40% of this unit's base attribute to up to 9 units from your field. So it gives it to 9 units instead of just your lineup now. Or is it just worded different? And it's weaker, so it must have been buffed. It must be, you can give it to 9 people now, but it took 10% of the shield resistance off of the shield. I think it's good. It's great for Great Ninja Warrior. Great for what's it called? Decisive Bond. So team stuff, team instance. Earthmain is really good for it. It gives you your teammates an extra little 40%. Not little, because 40% is a big shield. 40% shield to help in these fights at the beginning of the battle. So that's a good standard attacker too, or a combo to reduce a lot of damage. Next is Steel Body. What makes Earthmain Earthmain? Immune to low flow, high flow, and repulse and knockdown. Debuffs will also have this defense increased by 100%. That's what made Earthmain one of the best, because he couldn't be knocked up, and he had like 100% defense. So that made him good. Let's see what they changed it to. Become immune to low flow, high flow, repulse, and knockdown. This unit will also have its defense and resistance increased by 0.7 each time it loses 1 HP of life. So the lower life, the tankier Earthmain gets. That seemed kind of a nerf, but it does make his resistance go up, and giving him more resistance, the lower life makes a bigger shield, but it wouldn't really matter if they had like poison and fire damage. So that's a big nerf. He still can't be knocked up and stuff, but standard attacks is gonna destroy him until he gets a little bit lower life, and then he'll be a little bit tankier. But he's already low life. He's a little bit easier to kill now though. So he's definitely gonna have to rely on that this ability right here. This one, Bottomless Force, just to stay alive. His attack is increased and his defense is increased just to get not to die to standard attacks like Blitz teams, especially Blitz teams, since he's weaker against Blitz teams because they're lightning, and lightning attribute damage is hurt Earth. So I don't know. It's a kind of a nerf. It's kind of a big nerf to me. He's not as tanky as he used to be, but the longer the fight goes, he can get tankier, I guess. Alright. When this unit is in the field, your team unit will have their resistance increased by 60% and their defense increased by 40%. This ability I really never used. I don't know. I never felt tanky when I used it, and it left Earthmain easier to be, comboed. I would rather just have the beginning of the match. You get the 50% shield resistance, or shield, yeah, the 50% shield instead of the 60% increase in resistance and defense. I never really used it, but let's see what they did to it. If this unit is on the field, all your lineups units will have their resistance increased by 40% and defense increased by 20%. It looks like it just got nerfed for some reason. When I don't even think anybody ever used this. Let me know in the comment section if you guys use this ability. I didn't use this ability. It says all your lineups. I don't know if they're talking about all 9 or or if they're just talking about your lineup. But it looks, if it's talking about everybody, it's a low buff, but if it's talking about just your team, it's a nerf. And the last one that changed for the Earthmain, before, when this unit is on the field, every male ninja in your team will have its combo rate increased by 40%. It was pretty good. I used it for this team, the Rock Lee team that I have on the screen right now. I used it for that team sometimes, or sometimes I used Steel Body. Sometimes I didn't want Earthmain to die. Now Earthmain look like he'll be a little bit weaker, but I still don't know if I'm gonna change it, because armor, super armor is just too good to get rid of. Now the ability does, if this unit is in the field, all male units in your lineup will have their combo rate increased by 40% and their attack increased by 20%. That's pretty good. I might use that with the Rock Lee team and see how much it makes Rock Lee a little bit more stronger. Because I could give him the Earth style to make him stronger, give him this to give him higher combo rate, increases his attack, and then Inoki gives him more attack. So this might be a good damage boost for the Earth team I use with Rock Lee. So that to me, that's a buff because it actually gives you the 40% and it increases your attack by 20%. So that's pretty good. He got some buffs, some nerfs. I like this, his first mystery one. Now it's a good one. The second one is a good one because you can give it to, was this one? If they're in the same column, it can be pretty good. So I like that one. I liked his standard attack one when he gets shields a little bit. Wait, no, I didn't like this one. This is one I don't like. That they changed because it's only 10% and you have a chance of getting 20%. So that's bad. He has two goods, one bad. This one seemed like it's a good. I still have to test it out some more and see if I'm hitting people that's in the back row. If I am, I like it. If it's a random chance, then I don't like it. If it's the least life, then I like it. Of his wood style. The shield in the beginning, I think it got nerfed, so to 9 units. No, it got a buff and a nerf. I like it because you can give it to your teammates in decisive long grade ninja war, team instance, all that good stuff. So I like that one. Steel body, I don't like the new change. I like the old one better, but I have to test it out more, see if it makes him tankier and give him more resistance and defense and stuff like that. But this seemed like a nerf to me. But we're gonna have to try it out. It could be a buff. The Lord, like, he could be tankier than he used to be, but 100% is just too good. But he does get defense and resistance. His defense knowledge. This is a straight nerf. I never used it. I didn't really use it anyway, so I'm still not gonna use it. So that's a nerf. And the last one is a buff. So I think it's a pretty good change. I can't wait to test them out, Earthmain, some more. I like them a little bit. I'm gonna make some try them out with my teams and see how it does. Let me know what you guys think of the new Earthmain so far. Next will probably be Watermain, since I have them on the second account, and then I'll try to do the other ninjas, main ninjas, throughout the week. Let me know what you guys think. I like them a little bit. There's some negatives, but some good positives as well. Like I said before we end this, if you haven't joined the Discord, if you want me to do more videos like this one, let me know in the comment section below and join the Discord and send me links to stuff that when new stuff come out and you want me to cover it, and you know, I could do stuff like that. And I want to say thank you for all the people who's been subscribing so far. We at 700. We're getting close to getting to that 1,000. We're gonna get there. We're all gonna grow together. So before we go, let's try to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's our goal. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button. If you did not, hit that like button. Anyway, I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I say Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I see you in a breeze.